Today's I can statement is I can identify patterns with exponents and powers of 10. Today might be a little bit of a review from 4th grade and maybe even 3rd grade. So let's take a look. First we're going to talk about what an exponent is. An exponent is the number that tells how many times a base number is used as a factor. So let's look below. We have 10 to the 3rd power right here. Which number is the exponent? When you're done answering, I want you to click Next. Good. We all should have gotten 3 as our exponent and 10 as our base number. Let's take a look. So if we have 10 to the 3rd power, like we did on the previous slide, we have our exponent version right here. When we take a look at the factors, we would have our base number, which is 10, multiplied 3 times. 10 times 10 times 10. Both of these equations, 10 times 10 times 10 and 10 to the 3rd power, equal 1,000. Have you guys noticed a pattern here at all? I want you to type in what you think the pattern might be that we see. Click Next when you're finished. Okay, the pattern that we see here is in the zeros. So we have 10 to the 3rd power. 3 is our exponent. In our answer, 1,000, we notice we have 1, 2, 3 zeros. Same thing when we're looking at our factors. 10 times 10 times 10, we see we have 1, 2, 3 zeros. So when we're working with the powers of 10, just today, we're going to notice that we'll be able to use this pattern to help us throughout all our problems. Let's work on a sample together. So we're going to find each pattern, we're going to find each product and we're going to use the patterns to help us out. So let's look at 3 times 10 to the 1st power. We know that 10 to the 1st power is just 10 because we have an exponent of 1 and only 1 0 in there. So what is 3 times 10? Go ahead and type that in and click Next. Good. 3 times 10 is 30. So 3 times 10 to the 1st equals 30. Again, we see our pattern. We've got 1 0 here. We've got 1 0 here. And to match our exponent of 1. So let's look at 3 times 10 to the 2nd. We would set it up same way. 3 times 10 times 10, we want to do that twice because our exponent is 2, equals 300. Again, we have 2 zeros to match our exponent of 2. Now, you don't always have to include the factors in this part. So we're going to solve these last two without doing that. So 3 times 10 to the 3rd, we are going to get, using our pattern, 3,000. 3 zeros to match our exponent of 3. So I want you guys to go ahead and figure out what 3 times 10 to the 4th is. Click Next when you're ready. We all should have gotten 30,000 because we have 4 zeros here to match our exponent of 4. Go ahead and work on this on your own. You're going to find each product and you're going to use the patterns that we've talked about in the previous slides to help you. Click Next when you're finished. Okay, so what we should have gotten here is 9 times 10 to the 1st is going to equal 90. We've got an exponent of 1, so we should have 1 0 in our answer. 9 times 10 to the 2nd is going to equal 900. 9 times 10 to the 3rd, 9,000. And 9 times 10 to the 4th, 90,000. Why do we have a 9 here in each of our answers? Why does each answer start with 9? I want you guys to go ahead and type why you think that is. Click Next when you're ready. Okay, so the reason we have 9 included in all our answers is because in our problem it's asking us to multiply by 9, just like on the previous page when we had to multiply by 3. Okay, If we were to look at this as 9 times 10, we would know the answer would be 90. All right, great job, guys. You guys are going to click out of this presentation and you can continue on with your work for the day.